Good afternoon, Internet. I'm your host, HazelPlays89. Welcome to Old Samville and City Skylines 1. We are back at it again today after the downtown superlapse, wherein I kind of just filled in zoning. It was just an experiment to see what that would kind of look like. And I must say that it did not perform as well as I was hoping, but that's okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I kind of am a little sad today. I did not get the job that I was very much looking forward to getting, but you know what? That's all right. Sometimes you just gotta put one foot in front of the other and keep going and keep moving on with your life. And so that's what we're gonna do today. So I kind of just want to come in and fill out a little bit more of this area over here. We have need of office, we have need of commercial and residential, and I like the idea of kind of keeping a fair amount of green space in this area. I don't necessarily want completely filled out zoning grids, honestly. I think right there it's kind of is a good time, and then stuff like this kind of keep open. I want to kind of keep this square open as well over here. Kind of just, I don't want to inundate the area with a bunch of zoning, but what I do want to do, especially right here, to kind of service, well, we have a parking lot right here, so it doesn't, I don't think we'll need to, but I think I like the idea of coming in here and placing down some parking lots like so. And then what we could do is, I bet we could get ourselves a nice handy dandy row. We cannot, but that's okay. So let's go about here, and then we'll just do that. I don't actually mind that. This kind of gives the illusion that we are connecting parking to this beautiful TV station, and I really like that asset a lot. You might notice that there is a power line missing from this area, which is dandy, because I think that we have the opportunity to put something here now. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's grab this little guy, the road with sidewalks, and we're just gonna kind of just place some down. Let's put one about right here. You know what? We don't need all that. It's all superfluous. What we could do, we could probably get by with a little bit of something. Like so. Yeah, look at that. It's like it was meant to be. Actually, we could just go ahead and put a grid right there as well. I don't think I mind that. Let's, before we get too dug into the episode, let's kind of see where we're at educationally. I eventually would love to place a custom college, liberal arts campus somewhere around here, and I think I like the idea of maybe having it over here. So that's something that we'll do in a future episode, probably not so much today. So yeah, there's that, so to speak. Something like this, something like that. But yeah, it's a new year, new content. I need to stop saying it, and I need to actually sit down and do it. But I want to bring in new content to the channel, different games, different types of content. Give me just 1 second as I take a sip of this deliciously tasteful hot chocolate. It's so warm because it's freezing today, like literally freezing. It's not been above like 22 or something here where I am located. And I do live in the south of the southern United States, and so I understand that several of my watchers, my audience, is accustomed to more chilly weather. But I like the cold. I don't mind it so much. However, being a homeowner now, the whole This is how much it's gonna cost. Because you ran your heater for quite a bit. That's gonna sting a little bit. So if you'd like to support if you want to support the old Hazel Place 89 survival fun, just continue watching. Leave a comment down below. Leave us subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a like. That way, eventually, we can reach those monetization thresholds, those guidelines that we need to become monetized on this channel, because we're not there yet. We're a ways away, but I'm not going to beg. I just want to thank you all for your continued support with the views, with the likes, comments, subscribes. They all definitely help out a lot. And I know I say that just about every video, and I don't want it to get lost on you that it does actually matter. It matters a lot. And so I just thank you. Yeah, I just really want to make this area kind of walkable. I love adding paths and kind of demarcating things with paths, because, like, I don't know, I just like the way that it feels. I like the way that it looks. It makes sense to me. So right here, what I plan on doing is, so because we have added a park, we can come in here. We don't have to place these in a park area. They just have to, oh, they do have to be. We can place them on a roadside, but they don't have, okay, that, I like that. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to pretend that this is like not a park info booth, but instead it's something a little different. So we can have this little building here, and then I think what we could do, we could grab ourselves another little park asset. Grab the park cafe and put it right here. Repurposing assets from parks. It's a good time. And then we could add an actual park. So if we come in here, we can do some fun plaza work. But the thing is about the plaza is that I don't want to use it because it'll get rid of my path, and I like that path. The path is special. It means a lot. It's very important to the storytelling aspect of this city. But what we can do is put one of those there, and then we could probably sneak in just a little bit of, oh yeah, look at that. It's like it was meant to be. So yeah, something like that. I want to fill in these spaces right here, and then I have an idea of something that I want to put in this area. So let's see what we can do. We have need of pretty much everything, but what I like the idea of doing is coming in here with some residential and doing a little something like that. And then I think what we'll do, we're just gonna grab commercial, kind of make some fun zoning with that, something right there. And I don't mind the way that that is happening. Yeah. Here's what we'll do. We'll just do that right there. That'll be fine. And then I think we can do something similar over here. Like that. Alright. So you might be asking yourself, what are we going to do with the big empty spaces? Kind of like what I mentioned a while ago. I like the idea of kind of having some paths. Kind of chilling. So let's go ahead and get this one started. We're going to get you started there. We're going to get you started about right here. And then I think what we can do, something like that. And then we can just kind of meander a path or two down. Like so. And then I think that'll be fine. What we can do for here, we have the opportunity to have a fun little shape. And I think let's actually try to get this a little bit more. Oh, that's perfect. All right, so then what we can do, we can grab you, go straight right here, and we can do something like that. See, and it just makes it a little more interesting. something like this. Let's delete you and see if we can't. Let's actually turn road guidelines on so we can see where we're going. Beautiful. And so it kind of gives the illusion that this back here is connected up and all that kind of stuff. And it makes it kind of fun to look at. So what I think I want to do now, since we have that kind of laid out, let's just come in here. We're going to find some of our favorite content creator pack trees. Our oak specifically. And we're just going to sprinkle some of these bad boys down. Something like that. Come in here. And we're just going to fill this area in with trees, something like this. So you kind of see, I'm not trying to overzone necessarily. I want to respect the green areas, the green space that we have, because I think that gives a little bit of character to what we have going on. And over in this area, I'll do something similar. It's just kind of give you an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here today. Let's put one right there if we can. If you're really sneaky with it, you can kind of put trees where you might not think you'd be able to put trees. So yeah. So something like that. Nice, beautiful happiness. And you're sick. Why are you sick? You're sick because noise pollution in the area. And that's fine. We can fix that. What we can do with that, see, we have this whole big space right here. We can add some trees, something like this, something like that. We can add some more trees. We can add some alders. I think these are alders. Horse chestnuts. We can add some horse chestnuts. Put some of those right there. And you can already see that the icon has gone away. And I'm not sure if that's because of what we're doing or if that's because of... And it's still there. And I think that's just because some will need the same thing. But that's okay. I'm going to take another sip of this hot cocoa. So good. I haven't had hot cocoa in a while. It's kind of embarrassing how long it's been since I've had hot chocolate. But what are y'all's favorite? I know I asked an episode or so ago, a while back. I'm not sure if it was in this series or if it was in another series, but I asked tea or coffee. And now, what is your favorite hot wintertime beverage? It can still be tea or coffee. I'm just really interested to see what all you say. So, what I want to do, we're going to come in here to our unique buildings, and we're going to find, it's the Mall of Moderation. It's this bad boy right here. And if you notice, it fits perfectly right there. So, as you're coming out, you can kind of see the park. As you're in the park, you can kind of, the eye kind of goes to the Mall of Moderation. It fits right, it aligns perfectly with this little thing right there, and it's beautiful, and I'm here for it. So what I think we're gonna do, we're gonna build out a little bit next to it. We're gonna build out right beside it. But what I think we'll do, let's go back to our unique buildings. Let's go to Content Creator. We're gonna go to shopping malls, which are already here. And we have ourselves some grocery stores. We have grocery stores, traditional department stores. We have this asset, which is something that I think that I would love to get right here alongside it. And I want to move you over, actually. Let's move you. Let's move it 2 units back. Yeah, let's put you about right there. So we have our Mall of Moderation, and then I think I would like, ooh, our park is upgraded. We have gazebos, 2 different kinds now. So now we have more than one gazebo that we can do things with. Since we have that, let's go ahead and place it down because I like it. We have the green gazebo. And we're going to place you, let's place it about right here. And let's get the other one and place it, let's say, let's put you right there. And then what we're going to have to remember to do is connect up our paths to it. So let's do that. This is the normal park path. We're going to turn off everything except angle. And we're going to just, all right. Something like this. And then I think what we'll do, kind of like the idea of meandering this one all the way down to about right there. And then I think we can do something like that. So yeah, now we have gazebos. That's delightful. We're having death problems now. Why is everyone dying over here? This is why. So let's, before we continue on, let's do a little bit of like crisis management. We're going to collapse this building in on itself. We're going to delete it, and then we're going to add it back. Easy peasy. You won't even know that happened. So let's put you there. Let's get a crematorium as well, I think. Let's put a crematorium. It's going to be a little kind of morbid, but we're going to put it here, maybe, I think. Add one right here. So let's do that. And really quickly, before we get too carried away, we're going to hide. We're not going to hide it. But we're going to place things around it so it's not so like, ooh. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It kind of belongs now. It's just really weird. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Okay, anyway. That'll get sorted out, and I'm going to ignore it for the rest of the episode. So, what we were saying, I like the idea of getting another one of these uniques, but we can't because money. We can actually get the medium grocery store. Medium-sized store, but only for those with big wallets. And I think it might actually work perfectly in this space. And I almost want to get it on this right here. So let's go ahead. We're going to turn on everything except road guidelines. And we're just going to go out. Let's go out 15 units. Something like that. And then I think we'll square you off in the back there. All right. So we're going to have it facing this road right here, but I'm going to try to get the name on this corner so it'll be fine. And we cannot do what I wanted to do. So we will have to place it like so. This isn't exactly what I wanted to do, but I think it'll be fine. So here's what we have to work with. We have this. We have this. And I think what we'll do, we could probably get by with, I'm not going to connect this up. This will have to be what it is for now. But it actually kind of does make sense because it's right out of here. This is getting so used. Oh my goodness. I came in last episode and added tram lines. My goodness, that's a lot of people. So that's awesome. I'm glad that that's the way that it is for now. So here we are. What I'm going to do is I am going to go through now. And those are people dying as well. Why is everybody dying? Everybody dying. Let me check to see really quick. Death care, crematorium availability. Yeah, that's the problem. We don't have death care in this area actually. So what we'll do, let's go ahead then. I'm going to add a crematorium over here. That's fine. And then I think we can add another one over here somewhere. I don't necessarily think I want it directly right here. That's kind of, again, it's funny, but it's morbid. So let's do one. It was actually fine. But what does our healthcare look like? Ooh, that's not good. What we'll need to do is we don't actually have a hospital. We could probably get a hospital here. Kind of make it a thing that we could do. So here's what we'll do instead. I'm going to place a road. Yeah. And then I think what we'll do, we're going to grab, let's get this hospital and we're going to, oh, that's beautiful. We'll put it right here. So we have a hospital now, and then we can add some things back here on our hospital. Something like a parking lot or two. So let's go ahead and get that in. Impromptu. Everybody loves a good impromptu death aversion episode, right? Death management. I think we'll just add one parking lot right here. And there we have it. I think what we'll do, let's go ahead, and I think I want some walkability about right here, actually. Yeah, I think I want that. Kind of separate the area, but also have this connection in case people need to get to and fro. So, dear friends, like I was saying before I was interrupted by myself, I'm going to start detailing and hope that all of the death works itself out. Because, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I will be back with you fine, beautiful people momentarily. Well, would you look at that? I was doing our time lapse, as you can see, and we are Grand City. So we have all sorts of fun stuff that we'll need to take a look at some point. I want to do some stuff with, especially some of the sports fields, sports parts. Not too much to take a look at, just some higher level waste processing and bus stuff, bus terminals and whatnot. So there we are. We're at 22,000 population, Grand City. I think we'll need to begin working on some of our unique buildings as well, but we'll get there when we get there. I just wanted to highlight that, talk about it for a minute. So we're making money, our population's increasing, which is amazing. So I'm gonna get back to our detailing time lapse, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Welcome back after that fun little time lapse. So we kind of, what I did was I just went around and added a bunch of trees, make it look nice. I zoned this little area just to have some more shops, more storefront space with a path behind it. I'm not sure if I like it. I don't want to like tree brush it because it'll make it look like a jungle, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that. But I just kind of came in through some of these inner areas. I added some bush line paths, stuff like that. It's really, so these spaces, especially around here, aren't really something that I wanted to zone. I wanted to keep it breathable, keep a lot of green in the downtown where I can. So that's kind of the thought process behind here. I was able to, on this little triangle, I was able to put a little park here, this little gazebo park, and I just adore the way that that came out. I like that it's kind of at the foot of this tower here, so people could come out, chill for their lunch or whatever. We have that. I just came through, added some trees around here. I don't know why, I just like the idea of having some oak trees around here. Just let's fill them out, all sorts, all the like. And then this is a little custom park. It's not a park area per se, but you can definitely see how much use there is in it. Added my favorite gazebo, and then added some trees around it. Just kind of, let's come over here then. Detailed the high school campus, the school campus area, and the park just outside the tram stop. I like the way that turned out. I think it really ties it all together. I was almost zoned in here, then I realized I don't want to do that because this is the school, the education campus area, so I didn't. Then down here, just to kind of separate the downtown from this like 4-lane road with bikes, I just added some forest brush through here. Added some leisure time, or some leisure specialization commercial. So that's kind of the idea that I'm going for. Like as we push out this way, or at least on this strip here, we'll have some leisure, fancy leisure commercial. Kind of tree brushed this, added this little park on the corner here, just to add a little bit of character to this spot. Added some paths, and then we came over here to our mall of moderation. Very used, and I'm here for it. This whole thoroughfare is very busy. This stop right here is insanely busy, and I'm here for it. I don't mind it. I need to figure out why they're not stopping to pick those people up, but that's neither here nor there. So I just kind of around here added some bushes. I wanted to separate the tram from everything else, so I added the horse chestnut trees there and lined it around with here as well. Just some trees out the back. Why not? And the same thing with the Whole Foods here. Just bush lined around it. I wanted to kind of define the lot, so I did that with a path, and then I bush lined the path, and then we just had some light tree work. Now for everything else, I kind of just left it alone. What I think, actually, before we finish out the episode today, let's take a look at our hospital that we laid out. And what we're gonna do, my goodness, look at all the people walking. That's really nice. I like it. This is a view. It's so good. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here, and I think what we'll do something similar with the horse chestnut. So let's get a line up our spacing till let's go about 10 meters, like so. And then we're just going to do that just to kind of delineate or have that separation. I want to remove that just for the sake of realism. Make sure people can see where they're wanting to go. So let's actually bring it back just a touch. We can come over here. Something like that. Yeah. So theoretically, they could still see around this corner if they need to. So there we have that. Let's add oaks. I think we'll add oaks manually here. That'll work. I have to repick the brush. So let's just add oak trees around here. And then I think we'll just come through. So my, that's so good. I'm having trouble speaking, sorry. My method for tree brush, or manually placing trees, is just kind of click the button. You can also click and drag, and it will make like a small brush. So all those was a click and hold and dragging around. So I mean, that's, you know, it is what it is. So we have all that. I'm just gonna finish out here. I think what I'll end up doing is I'm gonna have some sound barriers over here, and I think that'll look nice. I think that'll end up, you know, that'll eventually be what we want it to be. I did not anticipate this actually being a main road, but it kind of makes sense that it is super busy like this. But I think in the future we'll address some of those concerns. We'll take care of that as we kind of build out. I want to really kind of get this area down here built. But honestly, I just really love the way that this whole downtown is coming along. I think it works well. This is an interesting little look that I'm going for. I think that'll help us out. I feel like I need to flesh out our public transport system, but I'll probably just do that off camera and not worry about putting that in a video, because it'll be just a lot of trial and error, to be honest. So friends, with all that said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscribes. They all mean a lot. They all help out a ton. And I'm gonna leave it here. Enjoy these nice first-person cinematics.